model from our team, what all consideration to be there to make it successful. Robesh Maiti, please.
Yeah.
Robesh Maiti, yeah. You have 10 minutes.
Can you, yeah. Can you, yeah. So, so good evening, everybody. So from last project, I've been thinking, and discussed with also Dr. Syed, that we have to define the next step because this is a TAG team we define, and this is a different kind of a webinar which we want to continue. It's not just a technical training on online. So we said we as a tech experts will do a work.
Robesh,
yes.
Sorry. Can you explain what is TAG to all the audience?
Yeah, technical assistance group consisting of the experts who would like to engage in trying to do a problem solving by technology intervention, by either guiding, supporting, or even training. So, so can you go to the next, Setu? Next. So, so this is the presentation which came from Dr. Barua, and of course, when today Dr. Vijay presented, it looked like my presentation probably needs improvement. But as we kept on discussing a little more, and it looks like we are peeling off the onion, and we found that out of 5 million, only 1 million biogas plants are working, which indicates that there is some amount of quite a bit of, I'll say, inefficiencies on overall system. When I talk about inefficiencies, it's not only the production inefficiency, it's also economical inefficiencies it looked like. So we have to probably look at this as a total system and say that it's a system where we improve the efficiency, both production as well as the economical, and provide the differentiation which Dr. Syed has been asking several times. And earlier also, Dr. Gajendra and Dr. Indraman asked a similar question. It looks like that we have to have a different model. So here are some of the technology interventions which were expressed by Dr. Barua, which is thermal energy, pH management, flow management, quality, and others. Can you go to the next slide? So I tried to put, just a value chain, treat it like a factory. And we thought that these are the technology interventions we were talking about, between these as a production technology intervention. At the same time, if you look at the input also considered, then we are looking at some more technology interventions over there. And on that day, when Dr. Gajendra Singh was very much vocal about saying a single use, and today it proved that a single use will not be useful. So he said that probably we need to take off a community, have a bigger biogas plant, and say solution is, so it all given an indication that we probably have a problem here. And I tried to define, it looked like the production efficiency is low, overall system use efficiency is low. There are issues, the systems are closed down. I think Rahuri also, Sachin also talked about today the same, and the commercial viability and interest is low. That's how we concluded that it's taking a long time. Next slide, please. So this is general, so please go to the next slide. It was better explained in Dr. Vijay. So I said that probably we need to define the key success factors for this. Maybe the production efficiency has to increase 4 to 5 times. When I say that, and the use efficiency 90%, whereby it really becomes any technology, whenever we put any new technology or technology intervention, there is going to be a cost increase, which is similar comment I made that time. But it should make really big improvements to see that what Dr. Syed said, 25% return on investment, a return in 2 or 3 years would really be very attractive. So I put some numbers. It is a hypothetical number, but when we as a team, we are saying the expert group, we talk about it, we talk to the institute and form these numbers. These are the 2 ones. Then of course we should create, it looks like a branding, this is really a good energy. It's not a rural energy alone. Now Dr. Vijay Kumar also said that, it can be used for car, it can be used for scooters. So I think there has to be a delight, and mobile apps is already very popular over there. We said that in such a situation, we need to have a commercial intelligence, which encompasses the complete system. And of course, we are saying if it becomes very, very attractive, if the return on investment is in 3 years, it's from my experience over there. Of course, when we talk as a team, when there's a project leader, who could be an entrepreneur supported by a TAG, we have to probably come out with a service model. And that's what we have been talking about. Yeah, next page, please. So so this is just a thought process as how do we do, because the way we formed this webinar this time is a practical hands-on experience. We said we have not defined the modus operandi or the overall structure, how it works, but we believe it will be evolved eventually. So we said, let's define some next steps. So we said, okay, in this case, probably we need to get the institute define all the ecosystem gaps. And today we talked quite a bit of that. We have a TAG team and institute define how to close the gaps over there. We have a team which gets defined for this, which also looks at these gaps and says these are the technology intervention possible with respect to the type of expectations. And we are saying that there has to be a project leader defined and maybe aspirant entrepreneur we select over there. We are saying that a team is defined, a project plan is made, and a financial model. I think this project leader in the beginning itself has to define a financial model, which could be a service model, as Dr. Gajan said. And also, I think some of those compressed biogas we are talking about, probably that has to come out by this time, and we have to have miles. Now, those maybe the interventions do result into a good, results after a year and a half. But we have to define milestones and schedules for those such that we can review them. And that's where I have said in the last, we have to form a sort of a review board. So these are just my thought processes over there. We believe that institutes, and of course, Dr. Vijay Kumar has, said about IIT, I think some of the projects about the inefficiency has to be taken by institute, while the TAG system, which is modern technologies of sensors, IoTs, embedded system, they help it. That's all from my side, and I leave the floor for open. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Setu, can you close the slide, please? Thank you very much. Now I will allow anybody to comment on this also because from tab group suggestion what he told. Anybody want to add on it? You can have.
Yeah.
Anybody? Please.
NG Sai is there. Yeah.
Anybody raise
there? Yeah. From
Naren, please.
Yeah. So, I think if we can, along with TAG and with these experts who have worked for 25, 30 years in biogas technology, if we can come out with 2-3 elements which can sort of provide us a disruptive model, either technically or financial model, like let's say, for example, liquefaction of biomass, by biogas, for example, like you have LPGs, for example. So for transportation, it becomes easy. So what is those 1 or 2 disruptive elements, if we can get from those who have worked for longer time in biogas, that will help the TAG group?
So most important is that multi-feed digester. That is very important. You can make use of cow dung, you can make use of agricultural residue, you can make use of your household kitchen waste, or you can make use of any other organic materials which are available. And you can have a robust digester which can be utilized for all these feed materials. So that is one, and no research has been done in that context in last 20, 30, 40 years. And one more thing I would like to say, that out of 5 million biogas plants, if 4 million biogas plants are not working, it is not because they are not working, because they have lived their life. Out of 5 million biogas plants, 3 million biogas plants have already lived their life more than 20 years or 25 years. So we cannot say, yeah.
No, but I think that is a questionable. A lot of people are asking us, we are talking about, actually this whole thing is to bring entrepreneurship in the youngsters to come out. It's not a government funded, we are not looking at all. We are looking at the entrepreneurs to bring more to the agriculture engineering technology into the view. So that is the objective. So any other comment is there? Anybody else? Because it's important topic. We have spent a lot of time. So I think this I will give a time.
Barua is there, yes.
Barua,
yes.
Please.
Yes. Vijay's presentations, my colleagues, was rather very good, but Rovesh has very beautifully presented this, extended the idea. And I definitely hope that this group will bring something what is expected. The science questions, whether a scientist will invest 25%, will definitely should also be addressed in these technological things. System efficiency, then other issues Vijay sir has told, that multi-crop feedstocks, their research, that part should also be taken. Just for you, I am tempted to inform you that I got some fund from SARB, Science Engineering Research Board of Government of India, this time around 2.5 crore, and Vijay sir is also one of our mentor here, and that multi-crop feedstocks, multi-crop residues that is available at seasonal. How can we make it? That research is already got some fund, and maybe this technology TAG group will be very useful, and let us come together. Obviously, the national issue that I already hinted, solar power is going because there are some advantages. We'll have to follow it. It should be available. This technology should be available. 8 years, we should understand. With all respect to Vijay sir, 8 years he is running only one biogas your car. There should have been more cars. There are some in IIT campus.
Okay. Let's not go into that conflict.
Yeah,
Agree. Now we got your point. Now I think the solar energy completely different playground to talk about. But biogas, what I like is the residue. Actually, some farmers asked me from Baroda when I visited about 3 months back. See, residues, people, how to make it again as a compost quickly. So some spraying, something can be done. Whatever may be. You want a solution, the residue can be made as a compost quickly also for the agricultural purpose.
So there are many
right now, for example, but I know, for example,
of this slurry,
I'm talking about actually like BISA is doing already on the residue directly putting, or Ludhiana also they're doing that work. But I think this is one more topic. But I think biogas, like what Dr. Gajan Singh was talking on 20th, how do you make it as a small enterprise? What I'm talking about, cluster of 10 villages. That's what I think, probably 10 villages, 20 villages, I don't know. A local entrepreneur who can probably give gas supply to the house.
Yes,
This is Gajan Singh's idea. Gajan Singh's idea is excellent. I liked it very much because gas supply to the residents, not individual person, but to one entrepreneur takes up, let us say 10 villages or whatever maybe, that somebody has to do and let it promote without the government intervention. The biggest problem is the government subsidy only we give, none of them work as financial model. Like for example, the person banker talked to you, he was a general manager of a bank, a big bank. And how many loans given, how many people cannot pay, these are all facts today. We cannot go on living in dream, according to me, about how our forefathers lived before 100 years, 50 years. That is, we are doing nothing for the society. According to me, we have to do what we have done. 30 years working in biogas, we have to bring some solution. Full stop to that. Full stop to that, this way or other way. We cannot actually go on saying again, because this, for example, gas is very cheap now. Normal gas, I mean, petrol is very cheap now.
Yeah.
So it cannot go, like CNG I have seen, because I worked on for the vehicles and all about, and you have low pressure for the household items. Like Mumbai, we have gas connections. So these are, we cannot replace it with biogas. Actually, we cannot say that we don't use it, only biogas. Everything will fail. Because now the question is, and again, government policies is not the floor to talk. Actually, we should avoid a little bit less, because yes, we want to take the benefits from the government works on it, but let's work on technically how to make it successful. I am very sure with the few words, anybody else, one more, Dr. B.K. Tiwari, one more person we can talk, because the next was scheduled to be on technical talk on how to measure energy, electrical energy. That is very important, because we don't monitor. Like for example, today, even biogas plants are monitored. Like you're talking 5 million and somebody says 1 million and 3 million, who knows it exactly? Because Barua, when I talked to him before a month back, before I got into that whole thing of this webinar too, when you're talking, he told there are a lot of places, they don't know acidity may be the problem. The farmer doesn't use. How will I go and measure the acidity there? Whether acidic or whatever it is, how will I measure? So these are all the techniques we are talking about, biogas mentioned. So I think technology will help now. I am confident technology will help to make the biogas a profitable venture to do it. So somebody want to conclude? Dr. Gajan Singh probably to conclude, and then Dr. Indramani will say thanks. First, Dr. Gajan Singh can conclude.
I have already said my thing. I think having lived in a village, have seen so many biogas plants in villages, I'm convinced that the individual plants really do not make economic sense. And second one was the management. Initially, somebody takes responsibility of feeding cow dung. After a few months, he or she says, well, I have done enough, somebody else should do it. And within the family, nobody wants to take up. And then again, the taking out the slurry and all that. These are very silly, simple things. But at family level, who wants to do that dirty job? Okay. But if it is a enterprise, successful economic supply for a village, I'll go for it. And then if necessary, if excess bottling, then you can use on a tractor or whatever it is. So I think I go for it enterprise level and look for economic systems. Thank you.
Dr. Indramani?
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Vijay. It was really very interesting what you presented, what you are doing in the field, and then all these, how you're trying to bring industry. I too feel that in this webinar we have been talking, that myth or solution. So we have to differentiate that this is going to be, very clearly say, it's not a myth, it's a solution. So how it can be made solution? Professor Singh raised a very important point. That was, and you also said, and that my friend from Maharashtra added that they closed their, this biogas plant. I feel that logistic is one very important aspect. I have a small example that we used to make compost by pit method, and there was limitation of pit method. But in IERI, we convert from pit method we went to another mechanized method of compost making, and for that we developed 2-3 technologies. So we scale up the technology, and then handling and transportation, everything was mechanized, and that's how it came as a very good solution for compost making. And we in IRI used to purchase compost of 35 lakh rupees every year, and now we don't purchase even ounce of compost, and we are making our own, and 15-20 lakh rupees compost we are selling also, and 3-4 that plant we have installed at different location in the country. The one reason of the success was that what Professor Singh said, that young boys and girls in the villages are not ready to work with soil. How do we expect they will work with the cow dung? So this is one very important thing, that we have to mechanize the handling and other things, make this system a smart one, so that once you enter a biogas plant, there should not be filth and other things. Make it more presentable, and then size what Dr. Vijay has mentioned. If it is 2,000 cubic meter or in between somewhere, that we have to think, so that startups should come and take up this as an entrepreneurial activity, not like simply that. It is very, very true that it will not work on subsidy, but many other things, Dr. Vijay, has to be added with it, that what you said, slurry, then benefit to environment, all these costs are to be added to biogas. It is not simply gas cost. So that we have to think, because energy is a limitation, energy is a problem. So how to bring about solution? And then finally, the TAG, our technology application group, the presentation which was made by my colleague and appreciated by Dr. Barua, and that is the purpose of this webinar. I'm very happy that we are moving towards our aim and goal. And I will request that Dr. Barua and Dr. Vijay, few other people, and including banker, the gentleman who made a very important comment. Let us join together and come out with a vision kind of this, and action plan, that how all these experiences can be collected, collated, and we can put up as a solution, that what technology level, what we have to done. It is true that for a small level biogas plant, nothing has been done in last many years. So there is definitely scope of technological interventions. There is definitely scope of business model, to bring a business model and bring to some, say, automation that you have not, and this management and the logistic, all these should put, if this group can put up a paper, that this should, when ISA will basically work for it, and will provide logistic, fund, etc., whatever it is. So this kind of a paper should come, that this is the way ahead. and with some your all experiences from industry, this are can be expert. With this, if we can work, then I think this will be a good idea, and we will say that we are succeeding them now.
One point.
Yeah.
One point. I think we can help, the TAG group can help to monitor it remotely, all your plans, what you're having. That we will give it to you. We will give it to you. The sensors we will put, we will see to it. Data is coming to one place to see the efficiency, how much utilized, what is the problem. That we can do. That is our objective actually. So I am very keen, because we have experts in the TAG group who can do this practically and bring the results. So I think we can offer this to whichever plants you are having now, in a big plants also. We want to monitor it. Yes, we can provide, not individual one, small, what you say, the 400, 500 people have applied for it. You make it compulsory, they must have monitoring solutions. Because I know this already, solar pumps, I know from Chhattisgarh, they installed 5,000 pumps and people don't know whether they're working or not. I mean, it's funded. Yeah. There is no data centralized place where I can say 3,000 pumps are working, 2,000 are some problem, and panel is to be cleaned. There are so many points that are coming. I think I'll make it next day for the IoT solutions for monitoring. I think monitoring is a must before investing. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And friends, let me tell you, this webinar 2.0 is not, it's a daily event. So, we will still contribute the energy, and next one will be solar energy. We have, speaker from National Institute of Solar Energy, next one, and we will have in next week. We will announce the date, and through email to at least 2 days in advance, we will announce, and then we will, see the next topic for presentation, and we will see that at least 2-3 presentation in solar energy, including solar pump, which Dr. Syed has been mentioning in most of the time. So we will have, solar will be the one.
We need a good speaker. We need the practically who is doing the work. I will tell you actually, because we practically who is having problems with the solar pumps, we can help. So this is type of, if you don't get enough speakers on the solar pumps, we continue with the next theme. But I think right now, as it is, every 3 days, the next meeting will be on Tuesday, but we'll inform you 24 hours before. Because everybody's working now, so we'll do that.
With this, thank you very much. Thank you all, and particularly to Dr. Vijay for giving his sharing his experiences, and
thank you very much to all of you, and particularly ISCJ, my branch. And I would like to mention 2 things quickly. One, in Maharashtra, in a few districts, Kolhapur district, there are few villages which are having 100% biogas plants, and they repair, maintain themselves. They are operating it, and in the Ujjwala scheme, when government was providing them free LPG cylinders, they have not accepted it, and still they are maintaining. अगर एक घर में नया आज family बनता है, नया मकान बनाते हैं, they first built a biogas plant and then they move in that plant. So there are few villages, their toilets are connected, they are utilizing biogas plant, and they are totally running biogas plants in that village. In Punjab, there are 2-3 villages, commercial model, business model, कि उन्होंने 70 घर हैं, 70 घर के 70 घर अपना काउडंग उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं. बायोगैस प्लांट पाइपलाइन से पूरे गांव में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है, 3 घंटे सुबह 3 घंटे शाम को, और पूरा फर्टिलाइजर उनको टैंकर्स में लेके जाते हैं, और उसके भी
सॉल्यूशन है अभी सॉल्यूशन है.
What we are talking, we should monitor all those things. Because we know that we are okay. Thank you. I think I will call very late now. We'll call today. Thank you very much for all of you.
Thank you.
And all of you. Thank you from our heart. I think we'll meet you soon. Probably on Tuesday.
Thank you, team.
Setu, close.